Mr. Tyler is a lifelong resident of Hawaii. He is a self-employed property manager. Mr. Tyler, a former Hawaii County Council member, is currently a member of the U.S. Army PTA Cultural Advisory Committee, a lifelong member of the Disabled American Veterans Kona Chapter 7, and he was formerly a member of the Kona CDP Steering Committee.
Alrighty, thank you, Ms. Sugimura. Good morning. Aloha, Mr. Tyler. Would you like to open with any comments?
Mr. Chairman, members of the council, good morning. Curtis Tyler here. Nice to see you. Nice to listen from the other side of the table after all these years. I just wanted to say, I presume you must have the application that each of us submitted in front of you. Normally that comes in from the mayor with the nomination. And so I won't go into much detail about my interest, except to say that having been a member of the steering committee, which produced the draft of the Kona Community Development Plan, after literally thousands of hours of testimony and years of work, it's come to my attention that some portions of the plan and the intent of the plan cannot be implemented without some further direction and consideration. And so, as one of the senior members of the group, I would like to bring an institutional memory to this process. I agree that diversity is extremely important. I have always felt that way. And I think that I feel a strong obligation to make sure that the implementation of this plan is consistent with the intent and consistent with Pono, which is the way it was intended to be. And that is the basis on which I have come forward. And I thank the mayor for his nomination, and I appreciate your consideration this morning. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tyler. Ms. Ford.
Thank you very much. I am definitely supporting Mr. Tyler in this nomination. I have known Mr. Tyler for many, many years, longer than I've ever been on the council. I know him to be an honest person and a fair person. And he has a diversity in his background, being a native Hawaiian, also the massive amount of hours he spent with the rest of us designing the CDP and working for it. He's appeared in public meetings, not to mention his previous council work. I know that he will bring a perspective and a fairness to the CDP, and as well as the institutional memory that he's already alluded to. He will make an excellent member of this committee, and the Kona CDP Community Development Plan. And I thank you so much, Curtis, for stepping up and helping in this matter. And I have complete faith and trust in you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think Ms. Willie was next. Ms. Willie?
Okay, yes, I too support Mr. Curtis's nomination. I know when I first moved here, my brother Gene McCain always told me about how you were an exemplary council member. So I just want to say I continue to appreciate you. And I'm glad to hear that there's someone that was on the steering committee on there and able to bring that knowledge. And I think you and the other two nominees also, I think, understand why we're concerned with diversity and knowledge, and know that you'll defend and protect the birds and the bees and the trees and the fish. And thank you again. Just the last thing I want to mention, is there a
His microphone is on, which is
I want to mention is that I've been trying to, can someone turn off the microphone that's on at some site? Okay, is that I've been trying to look at the Kona CDP online. It is not available. The North Kohala one is not available. The South Kohala one is unavailable, and I consider that unacceptable. So I would appreciate if you all would work on that, because we have no access to those documents as the public or other council members. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Willie. Mr. Kanuha.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Aloha, good morning, Uncle Curtis. It's hard to say Mr. Tyler when I know you my whole life as Uncle Curtis. I mean, you've known me since I was born. You've watched my dad when he was in diapers. Not saying that you're an extreme kupuna, but you're our kupuna. Mahalo for everything that you do in this community. I know you'll do a great job. You've been there since the beginning of the formation of the Kona CDP. Your institutional knowledge, being part of the Kona community for a while now is amazing. Your dedication again to this community, your love, your compassion, your heart for this community is something that's remarkable. So mahalo for your service to this committee, and I fully support your nomination. I think this group that has been nominated today is a great group to be put in this CDP. So I'm extremely proud to have all of you guys to be part of this committee, and the diversification of this group is of utmost importance. So mahalo for serving, and I look forward to seeing you guys do your work.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kanuha. Ms. Eoff.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Mr. Tyler. As Mr. Kanuha said, this is a great group coming forward. I really appreciate the knowledge that Mr. Tyler especially brings, having been active part of the original CDP planning, and also your understanding of what may need to take place in the future for this plan to actually be implemented. I think you would bring a fair viewpoint when that discussion happens, and we can trust that you will be looking at all of the nuances of the CDP with a very logical mind. I've watched you work on the council, and I've worked with you on several things in the community, and I've known you for probably 30 years, I think. So I just appreciate the help that you've provided me personally, and that the help you'll bring to this CDP Action Committee with your excellent way of bringing all the points to the table and being able to deliberate fairly. So thank you very much, Curtis.
Okay.
And thank you to the mayor for bringing this slate forward. Appreciate the diverse group.
Thank you. To all the council members, Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to make a brief statement before you take a vote, that when it's been my practice, and it continues to be my philosophy and practice, that what some people see as problems or difficulties are really opportunities to make correction, to make amendments, to improve upon that which has already been passed, I believe, unanimously, if I recall. And this is not unlike life as we move through it. So I see myself as one of the members of should you approve my nomination, one of the members of the Action Committee who brings a perspective of working together within the diversity that we all share for a common purpose, which I believe is represented in the policies, the principles, and the intent of the Kona Community Development Plan. And I just want to be sure, while I'm still alive, that we and I expect to be alive for a long time, by the way, that we get this plan rolling along in the way in which the residents and all of us who have been part of it, including the council, desire it. So that is really one of my principal goals. Thank you very much, and thank you all for your kind comments. Aloha.
Thank you, Mr. Tyler. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank you for your commitment to the community. You have the respect and admiration of the entire community because of your hard work, your aloha. I've talked to you on several occasions. I always enjoyed interacting with you, and I have the utmost confidence in you that you'll do the very best for the community. Thank you, Mr. Tyler. Aloha. Alrighty, all those in favor of the nomination of Mr. Tyler, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, there's 8 ayes and 1 excused. Alrighty, thank you, Mr. Tyler, Ms. Kimura, and Ms. Ahoy. Thank you very much.